Now, we of course have a breaking story here where we understand that there's been a plane crash in India. And there you have it on your screen there, amateur footage of this particular plane crash. Well, joining me right now on this very, very sad conversation or very sad breaking stories, correspondent Afia Hagen. Afia, it's great to have you.
Yes, absolutely. So this was a London-bound Air India plane. It was carrying 242 people, and it crashed shortly after taking off from Ahmedabad in western India. It was flight A1171 traveling to London Gatwick, an Air India passenger plane, So the last signal was received just seconds after the plane actually took off. That's when the plane was about at 190 meters or 625 feet. We have a statement from India's aviation regulator that says the plane crashed immediately after takeoff. Two pilots and cabin crew were included in the 242 people. The captain is thought to have had 8,200 hours of flying experience, while the co-pilot had 1,100 hours of flying experience. It did give a mayday call to air traffic control, but thereafter there was no response given by the aircraft. And after departure, the plane crashed outside the airport perimeter. Now, the plane crashed onto a block of flats and accommodation where 50 to 60 medical students were studying medicine. 5 students are currently missing from those people. 2 are in intensive care. Relatives of some of those medical students are also missing. All of the passengers on board that plane are thought to have perished.
That's really, really sad. But Afia, do you have any information as regards the passengers on board?
Got some information about the passengers. We have a breakdown of the different nationalities that were on board. 169 Indian nationals, 53 British nationals, 1 Canadian national, and 7 Portuguese nationals were on board of that plane. Now, initially they thought that there perhaps were survivors around 11 o'clock this morning, and said they were being taken to hospital. Now we are being advised that none of the people on that plane are thought to have survived. Now comes the rescue operation and the figuring out what happened to that aircraft. Was it a double engine failure? Was there a bird strike? Did something else occur that caused this plane to crash? Remember, the 2 quite experienced pilots were piloting this plane, and it crashed pretty much immediately after takeoff. So now comes the part where people will want to figure out what happened to this aircraft.
All right, Afia, before I let you go, any reaction so far from the government?
Well, we have heard from the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He posted on the social media account X and said the tragedy in Ahmedabad has stunned and saddened us. It's heartbreaking beyond words. And this sad hour, my thoughts are with everyone affected by it. Have been in touch with ministries and authorities who are working to assist those affected. Boeing, it was a Boeing jet. They were the company that manufactured the plane. They said we're in contact with Air India regarding Flight 171 and stand ready to support them. Our thoughts are with passengers, crew, first responders, and all affected. The King and Queen here in the United Kingdom have said they're desperately shocked and saddened by the terrible events this morning, and special prayers and deepest sympathies with the family and friends of all affected by this appallingly tragic incident across so many nations as they await news of their loved ones. Now, this was a London-bound plane. The Air India counter at London Gatwick, I've been told, is not manned today. It's not manned at the moment, but of course relatives will perhaps start gathering there, because that's where their relatives were supposed to arrive. It was supposed to arrive at 6:25 this evening into in Gatwick. The United Kingdom here, and especially London, is a city that does have a huge Indian population. So this will be widely felt throughout London and the United Kingdom. Like I said, there was 53 British nationals aboard that plane that was due to land at London Gatwick Airport this evening at 6:25.
All right, thank you so much for the update, Afia Hagen. Our hearts go out to the families of those involved. Once again, thank you for your time.